Warning, this program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'ma own ya. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and crush on my lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. The D-League Women's Championship Tournament is finally here. And here it is live on episode 11. D-League, baby, let's get it on. Of course, my name is Mikk Michaels. And for those of you who are joining us live here tonight, a premiere on YouTube once again, Friday, July 5th. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 hellacious matches as part of our D-League Women's Championship Tournament. That tournament will, of course, commence, at Bad Company, the next CPV for Extreme Call Wrestling. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the tournament table. Hood versus Pamela Sue, Suki Matsunzaka versus Sienna, Olga versus Olivia Banks, and of course Madison versus Eliza Ashworth. All of those matches will happen right here tonight on episode 11 of D-League, as well as plenty of other matches that we would have announced on our socials. But ladies and gentlemen, don't worry if you missed it. Not to worry, we will be announcing those matches later here tonight. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this tournament kicked off, and kicked off with a bang. Our first of 4 D-League Women's Championship Tournament matches here tonight will be kicked off with the veteran, the pro. Of course, we saw her make her debut, I guess her D-League debut against Madison last episode on episode 10. Here it is, folks. Madison, of course, coming out saying why she was going to win the tournament. Hood making a very surprise return, and of course doing the things that Hood does, ladies and gentlemen, and she annihilated Madison in the ring. But tonight is where it matters, folks, as Hood will be going up against a newly debuting superstar in ECW and ECW D-League, and that, of course, will be her opponent in the first round of the tournament. Her name is Pamela Sue. Here she comes now. Ladies and gentlemen, Pamela Sue, a newly debuting superstar, looking to make a name for herself here tonight against a very experienced opponent in Hood. Of course, Hood has had her rounds on the main roster before, but decided to make her return at D-League. And not a bad move on Hood's part. Get the cobwebs out, you know, make a name for yourself on the D-League roster with some new blood and go for that D-League Women's Championship. But she will have to go through this woman here, ladies and gentlemen. It is Pamela Sue. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first of 4 D-League Women's Championship matches here tonight. Of course, the winners of these 4 matches will end up in our final 4 for the tournament. D-League, no stranger to tournaments here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we started D-League off with an 8-man tournament in which, of course, we saw our current D-League champion, Cardinal Sin, come out on top, and the rest is history, folks. He is still our D-League champion. And look at that move there from Pamela Sue. Suplex inverted into sort of a suplex bomb of sorts. I've heard Pamela Sue, very technical wrestler, but also has the speed and agility that can quite honestly counteract the power that Hood brings to the table. Oh, and there you go, another quick reversal there from Sue. And look at this, there's that quickness that I was just talking about. A very greatly performed arm drag there from Pamela Sue. And here we go, we got a sort of camel clutch. Look at the shin on the back of Hood, but no, Hood able to escape here. Both of these women looking to further themselves in that D-League tournament that will commence at Bad Company. And now look at this, here comes the power from Hood, demonstrated once again. We saw a very quick glimpse of that against Madison, and we got a pinfall here, but no count against Pamela Sue. Look at that, a hair toss, just dragging Sue. Sue going for a move there, but Hood able to escape by the looks of it. Oh, and the trip down to the ring now. Hood looking to capitalize, keep that momentum going. Neither have been able to sort of pick the pieces up here and maintain that momentum. Yeah. 2 very experienced superstars by the looks of it here, folks. Pamela Sue able to keep up with the veteran Hood in the ring. Hood, of course, debuting that new special move against Madison when she came back on episode 10. And look at this, a high-risk maneuver here from Hood, potentially. Will it land? No, it will not. The elbow drop. Pamela Sue able to just get out of the way in the nick of time. Huge drop kick to the back. That is not going to set your spine in the right direction, folks, like you slept bad on it for weeks. And look at that, a moonsault. And now Pamela Sue looking to set up here for a finisher, perhaps. No, but Hood reversing it into a Russian leg sweep. And now Hood looking to capitalize on that reversal. And this, oh, we've seen this before, folks. This is what I was just talking about. Hood's, I would assume, newly debuted special move against Pamela Sue. Can she get the pin off here? 2, 3, the veteran moves on in the D-League Women's Championship Tournament. Hood is your first winner here, folks, and she will be moving on to the next round. So the experience outweighs here in this first contest here tonight on D-League episode 11, folks. Hood is your victor. Not to say Pamela Sue did not put up a fight. She has a very great future here in Extreme CAW Wrestling, folks. But Hood, once again, the vet, is moving on to the Final Four and is one step closer to the D-League Women's Championship Tournament. And here is our table now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Hood moving into the next round, and she will face the winner of Madison and Eliza Ashworth. That is to come later tonight here, folks. But like I said, the D-League Women's Championship Tournament, not the only thing going on here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for joining us here, whether you're live or viewing the episode at a later date. Thank you for joining us here on a huge episode of D-League. Here it is, folks. Of course, Mikk Jervakis, Big John Donovan, the man that just destroyed him in the back. Last episode, they go toe-to-toe. We got a massive fatal four-way with Silvio Salvatore, Tito Juan, Blake Taylor, and Aurelius. The winner of that match will skyrocket in the power rankings, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot understate that. RJ Drake gets a title shot, finally, against the man himself, Cardinal Sin. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, just announced, Silas Moore calling the mystery man out, the man who has been getting under his skin the past few episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Silas Moore finally making a statement. He is going to come to the ring and call that man out. Now, whether he shows up is another question in itself, folks. But last episode, of course, we saw Silas Moore face off once again in the saga against Cardinal Sin, only to be interrupted by that mystery man. Who he is, I don't know. Nobody knows, but hopefully we find out later tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is, of course, DZW's own. He made his debut on ECW D-League, a new signing in Extreme CAW Wrestling. Adrian Dawkins went up against Samir Al-Shahadi, and right here, ladies and gentlemen, the quickness, the agility, managed to sneak out a victory against Al-Shahadi here, and you could see it on Al-Shahadi's face. He was not happy about this, but much to the happiness and chagrin of the newly debuting superstar, Adrian Dawkins, ladies and gentlemen, won that match and won his debut match here in ECW D-League. Happy to have him, and he is happy to be here, as you can tell by the swift, smooth dance moves. And look at that. Booker T, eat your heart out. Adrian Dawkins going up in singles action here tonight against this man, ladies and gentlemen, the CAW contest winner. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen, the Thunder, an experienced D-League competitor, looking to make an impact as he always does, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. I cannot say any more good things about the Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. He has made one of the largest impacts, I would say, on the D-League roster since his debut. And since then, he has not slowed down in one pursuit and one pursuit only, ladies and gentlemen. And that is climbing up the ranks to earn that #1 contendership title spot against Cardinal Sin, or whoever may be the D-League champion at that time. Adrian Dawkins will have his hands full here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, when he goes up against this man. He brings the technical ability, but he also brings the high fly ability, of course, with that lion salt as his finisher. Adrian Dawkins will have to look out for that, but of course, a sign of camaraderie here, these two. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, a sign of respect for one another as the bell rings. Adrian Dawkins and the Thunder shaking hands to kick this match off. Mutual respect for one another. It's good to see it. Sort of a wind-up here from Adrian Dawkins, wrenching that arm behind the Thunder and winning that opening sort of back and forth. And this is going to be a good match, folks. This is good. Fireman's carry here. Another fireman's carry. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to see a very, very back and forth match here. You know, I've called a lot of matches in Extreme CAW Wrestling. And I know two good superstars when I see them, folks. Oh, and look at that. A decent trip. That'll knock you into the middle of next week. Adrian Dawkins regaining control early in this contest against the Thunder. And now into the ropes, jumps over him again. And look at this, an arm drag takedown. Down to the mat goes the Thunder, and Adrian Dawkins is feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. Looking to continue his momentum from episode 10 here. From that victory against Samir Al-Shahadi, that roll-up victory, but a win is a win, folks. Oh, and there it is, out of nowhere. A lion salt down to Adrian Dawkins. That's what I'm talking about. That move can come from absolutely nowhere. If you're on your back, look out for that meat. And there it is again, down to Adrian Dawkins. Look at this. And now he's going to go for a pinfall. Adrian Dawkins may not have taken a beating enough to, no. Adrian Dawkins needs a little more kicking in the licking, you know, if you know what I mean. Before he's able to go down 1, 2, 3, but here we go. Now a toss out to the ring, Adrian Dawkins. And now the Thunder goes flying onto the outside of the ring. Adrian Dawkins is feeling it. Oh, but wait a second, look at this. Look at this on the outside of the ring. Samir Al-Shahadi just came through the crowd. Oh, come on. Getting involved in this match for no reason. The referee has to ring the bell. Samir Al-Shahadi, of course, is trying to exact revenge on the man that embarrassed him in his debut match. But there could have been better ways here to do that. Oh, wait a second. The Thunder's gotten back in the ring. The match is already over, but Samir Al-Shahadi just got blindsided just like he did to Adrian Dawkins, ladies and gentlemen, and payback's a bitch. Excuse my French, and there's a third lion salt. Except this time, excuse me, it is to Samir Al-Shahadi, and the two men that shook hands at the beginning of this contest have now joined forces against Samir Al-Shahadi, and there goes Al-Shahadi once again, not coming out on top. Adrian Dawkins or the Thunder not coming out on top, but making the man that cost them their match. Yeah, that is payback. And it looks like there's still some camaraderie despite the matchup. The Thunder and Adrian Dawkins, some mutual respect for one another, saying, hey, if that guy interferes with our match, we're both going to make him pay meat. Wow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is hellacious. But here we go. Spencer Andrews here in the back. It looks like he had an interview with the new GM of Extreme CAW Wrestling D-League, Richie Richardson. Let's see what he had to say. Ooh, ice. Ice cold, Richie. We do have a giant Fatal 4-Way still to come later tonight, folks. We can thank Mr. Richardson for that. Bold statement there. Obviously, understandably, Richie Richardson is incredibly proud and confident in the D-League roster, almost to a fault, it would seem, ladies and gentlemen. But there he is, the new GM. He has so much faith in these guys. It really is unbelievable. It's good to see. It's refreshing, you know? It's good to see a new face in the office. Plenty more to come, I'm sure, from Richie Richardson, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go, continuing the D-League Women's Championship Tournament. And here we see another newly debuting superstar, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I got some trivia for you. Olivia Banks, ladies and gentlemen, is a cousin of YouTube champion Abraham Little. So she is making her debut, ripe age of 19 years old, folks. This is unbelievable to see, ladies and gentlemen. Making her debut at 19 years old. I don't even remember when I was 19 years old, but this is unreal. It's great to see this. Some familia in the ring of a YouTube champion on the main roster, and she is looking to make an impact here tonight against her opponent, reigning from all the way in Moscow, Russia. And here she comes now, folks. Cover your eyes, because, I mean, look at this. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of picking this haircut this morning, folks, but I did not want to show Olga up. You know, she could probably kick my ass anyways. Look at the size of this woman. Making her debut here, like I said, all the way from Moscow, Russia. Olga looking to make an impact as well against her opponent, Olivia Banks, here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a great matchup. Again, I don't know too much about either of these superstars in ring ability, as this is the first kick of the can for both of them. But here we go. Olga versus Olivia Banks. Of course, as you can see, it's quite plain. Olga with the clear size advantage on Olivia Banks. But we've seen smaller superstars overcome the odds before, folks. Just gotta wonder, will that happen here tonight, as we have our second of 4 matches for the ECW D-League Women's Championship Tournament. Here we go. Olivia Banks, Olga. Let's get it on. Oh, and look at this. Olivia Banks with a very quick hurricanrana, getting pumped up, getting the crowd pumped up. I like it. Very reminiscent of her cousin, Abraham Little, but she does not want to live by that legacy. She wants to create her own, and Olga capitalizing on the back being turned to her. Oh, just no regard. Looking to just hurt her opponent here. And now into the ropes goes Banks. Oh, and a huge elbow. She could have lost some teeth there, folks. I heard the impact all the way from backstage, and look at this. Just tossing Olivia Banks over the ring. Olivia Banks starting the match off strong, but quite potentially could have dug her own grave there by taunting so early on in the match. We've seen it happen countlessly, folks. Potential rookie mistake there. And Olga, quite the looker, if I do say so myself. Covered in tattoos, beautiful mohawk. Again, I'm glad I didn't show her up by rocking the mohawk tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe next week. Never know. Oh, and now on the outside of the ring, Olivia Banks using that time on the outside of the ring to get that drop kick off, but no, again, Olga trying to capitalize. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. What is this? Just bending her opponent like a pretzel on the outside of the ring here. And Olga just maintaining this momentum throughout the match so far. Olivia Banks will need something here to turn the tides. Oh, and this might be it, a dragging screw down to the outside of the ring. But on the outside, 6 count, 7 count. No, both superstars back into the ring. And now Olivia Banks going up to the top rope, but look at this, no! Olga making sure that that cannot happen. It will not happen. Slamming the arm down to the mat. just taking every body part here and making sure that it is not at 100%. And now Olga, once again, what is happening here? Olivia Banks on the outside of the ring. Olga now to the outside of the ring. Oh, and a kick to the stomach. Oh, and look at this, a power bomb. Oh, no, no, oh, no! Oh, God! I don't want to see a replay of that. Who asked for this? This is vicious. Oh, my goodness! You could destroy your tailbone. You could do permanent damage to a spinal cord. Olga with no regard for human life. Olivia Banks could not only be out of this match, but out for a few months after that. This is unbelievable. Oh, and the beatdown continues. Olivia Banks gonna have to find a way to fight back here, and there she goes into the Spanish announce team's table. Now being picked up here on the outside of the ring. Olga looking to finish her opponent off. Yeah, and here comes a pinfall. Will Banks be able to kick out after that powerbomb to the apron? And oh, and my God, was that a 3 count? Olga thinks it was. It sounded like, but referee insists. No, that was a 2 count, a very close 2 count. And here, a high-risk maneuver from the Moscow Russian with a huge leg drop. Olga has to be pushing 200 pounds. I'll have to look. Oh, and look at this. A brutal kick. A brutal side kick there to Olivia Banks, taking her back down to the mat and then dragging. Oh my God. I cannot believe this. Olga, and just no regard again for human life, just tossing her opponents around, using her strength and outright dominance here against Olivia Banks in her debut match here on D-League. Now what? Oh no, not again, going up to the top rope. Oh, and Olivia Banks just crawling away. Olga deciding it wasn't worth it. Oh, God. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what is this? What is this? I don't know what to expect. Olga just manhandling. Not to be confused with a woman handling. And that has just put Olivia Banks away. Oh, man, if we're looking from the outside in, almost had no opportunity to get ahead in this match, as Olga, the gigantic Russian, the brutality here demonstrated in her debut match only goes to show that whoever Olga goes up against next is going to need to bring their A game at the very least. Not to say that Olivia Banks didn't, but it wasn't enough, folks, as there is the 1, 2, 3, and Olga will be moving on into the next round, the final 4 of the D-League Women's Championship Tournament. Woo! That was something else, folks. That was something else. Yikes. I think Olga could compete with some of the men on the roster any day, ladies and gentlemen, but there you have it. Olga on the other side of the tournament is moving on to the final 4, and she will face the winner of a match to come later this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we still have 2 more matches to determine the final 4. They will come later tonight. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw in episode 10, we saw a man's career almost completely demolished. How he is here tonight and going into action one-on-one, I will never know why he is in action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I will never know, but I guess stubbornness reigns supreme, especially when you are this man right here, ladies and gentlemen, Mikk frickin' Jervakis, and look at that. Not the usual attitude and uppity-puppity that we normally see from our boy Mikk here, coming down to the ring, I think realizing who his opponent is, and bandaged up, needless to say. Here's a replay from what happened during our main event on episode 10. Big John Donovan, because Mikk Jervakis had interfered indirectly in his match earlier in the night, resulting in a loss to Blake Taylor, this happened. And oh my God, it doesn't get any worse than that. A limo was destroyed, but more importantly, Mikk Jervakis' body was destroyed as a result of that attack. Big John Donovan, of course, a man that is not to be reckoned with on this roster, ladies and gentlemen, after suffering his second loss on the roster. Once to Mikk Jervakis, the second to Blake Taylor with the help of Mikk Jervakis. It really doesn't get any more worse for that in a man like Mikk Jervakis' spot. But you gotta think, this Mikk Jervakis fella also approached Blake Taylor at the end of that match on the last episode and seemingly formed an alliance with him. So you gotta think, will the Wonderboy be in the corner of Mikk Jervakis as sort of a payback tonight? Only time will tell, folks, but here he comes with his manager, Mickey Willis, Big John Donovan. I bet you he's happy. And here is that match against Blake Taylor. It was a great match, folks. Don't get me wrong. This was unbelievable. But this distraction from Mikk Jervakis allowed Blake Taylor to hit not one, not two, but three unprettiers until he was finally able to get the pinfall and the victory, continuing his unbeaten streak. The Wonderboy Blake Taylor going up in action in that giant fatal four-way later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is officially 2-0 on the roster, thanks to Mikk Jervakis. So like I was saying earlier, folks, you gotta wonder, will the Wonderboy come to the aid of Mikk Jervakis here tonight? Or will he just chop it up to thank you, but I didn't need your help, which is basically the gist of what he was saying on episode 10, folks. So we will have to see. But we will assume that Blake Taylor will not be coming out tonight, and Mikk Jervakis will have to do this on his own. And needless to say, Mikk Jervakis not at 100% here tonight, for sure, ladies and gentlemen. But here he stands with the big man, and here he leaves the ring with the big man. Playing the games, and now looking... Oh my God, he just took out Mickey Willis! Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Mick? You moron! I mean, I'm not too keen on Mickey Willis, but you just enraged the beast even more. Oh my God, you know... Sometimes I think Mikk Jervakis doesn't come with a brain. That blonde hair has seeped into his brain and just demolished any reasonable thoughts that can come out of it. If there's one thing you don't do at the beginning of a match is you take down a man's manager, as we can see here, folks. Big John Donovan able to get his hands on Mikk Jervakis. And how does he get out of this now? You might as well have just tried to fight Big John Donovan. Oh, bad move, Mick. Bad move, Mick. Oh, God. And as we can see, taped up from that attack, those body slams have to feel doubly as bad, if at all possible. And Big John Donovan, 7 foot plus, ladies and gentlemen. The largest superstar on the D-League roster. I'd love to see him go toe-to-toe with Colossus, the largest man on the main roster. That is a dream fantasy match booking right there. But the match continues here. Mikk Jervakis finally turning the tables, and look at this. Look at this. A spinning tornado DDT from the top rope. Mikk Jervakis looking to capitalize and going for a quick pinfall. You never know, Mick. No chance. No chance, meat. Oh, Big John Donovan was getting up quickly there. Mick cannot afford to lay off here. At least he has the awareness to do that. Oh, no. Oh, gigantic body. Just slamming you into a pancake, flattening you in the corner. And what do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, no. Looks like Mikk Jervakis is going for a spin. Oh, my God. I'm getting dizzy just watching this. Oh, my God. He's still going. Oh, and he let him go. He let him go, finally. And now he got a pinfall. Is this going to put Jervakis away? 1, 2. Oh, still able to kick out. Dizzy or not, Mikk Jervakis still hanging on in this match against Big John Donovan, and now Big John figuring out what to do next. Gigantic hand just coming down onto the head of Mikk Jervakis. I think Big John Donovan's well aware that he can tear Mikk Jervakis' head off if he wanted to, but that would be classified as second-degree murder. And I think in any state, anywhere in the world, you go to prison for that. So Big John Donovan, kudos to you, brother. You understand how the law works. Oh, look at this, Mikk Jervakis! If this was a Royal Rumble, Mikk Jervakis would have won it. And no, dancing in the ring, perhaps prematurely, as here comes the big man right back in, and Mikk Jervakis out of the ring saying, no, you come to me, mate. You come to me. Perhaps the mind games as they won before with the roll-up. Oh, look at this, using the referee as a distraction, taking Big John down and going for the kick, but no, Big John Donovan able to get out of the way. Some impressive agility there. Oh, God! The impact there from Big John Donovan oh my God, the impact. Enough to put Mikk Jervakis away. It doesn't even matter, does not even need a last ride, as Mikk Jervakis, like I said, folks, not playing at 100% here tonight, and that in itself, that gigantic body slam, much like a JWG finisher, able to put Mikk Jervakis away here in this contest. And going back to what I was saying earlier, I guess Blake Taylor is not coming. So I hope Mikk Jervakis was not banking on the fact that Blake Taylor is going to come to his aid here tonight as sort of a tit-for-tat kind of deal. But obviously, as we all know here now, that has not happened. So Big John Donovan, somewhat able to exact revenge. I mean, he probably did that by putting Mikk Jervakis through a frickin' limo windshield, but you know, sometimes it's never enough for the big guy. There you go, folks. Happy to be here. Happy you could join us here live on YouTube if you're here right now. Say hello in chat. I will say hello. I'm here. I know for a fact it's kind of a weird thing, but hey, welcome once again, Mikk Jervakis. I'm Mick McMichaels. I am not Mikk Jervakis, but this is the D-League Women's Championship Tournament, and we are getting right back into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing this tournament with our third match here tonight, and we will see a woman that is very familiar to the D-League roster, and here she comes. Unfortunately, she took a pretty decent L to Hood, making her return on episode 10. But of course, the slate is clean here, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the match that matters. Of course, Madison will be going up against a newly debuting Eliza Ashworth. Now, from what I've heard about Eliza Ashworth, ladies and gentlemen, is that she has specialized in jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and all around just general cage fighting, which is, I don't know, maybe something you don't want to hear when you're Madison? I hate to say it, but from her first time in the ring, Madison did not look terribly impressive against Hood, but you never know. You never know, ladies and gentlemen. I never want to count somebody out when they're going up against a brand new debuting superstar especially, but here she comes now, Madison's opponent, Eliza Ashworth, ladies and gentlemen, and let's welcome her to D-League. Yeah, combat specialist, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just reading up on the notes here. Has a cage fighting background, specializes in submissions. It seems like this is an all-around player here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, she's got it all going for her. But whether that can translate to a wrestling atmosphere is the big question. We've seen it happen time and time before, ladies and gentlemen. But can it be done here in the four-post circle? I think it's commonly known as the squared circle, but I'm going to call it the four-post circle just to dare to be different. How about that? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Madison, Eliza Ashworth, toe-to-toe here. And locking it up to begin this match. This will be the third of 4 matches here this evening. And the winner of this match will go on to face the woman that we just saw decimate, Olivia Banks. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is not the case. The winner of this match will go on to face Hood. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. You think they would hire somebody that knows what they're doing here? No, no. Even after 10 years, your boy Mick still has no clue, and I'm just winging it. Not a clue. But Eliza Ashworth looking to start this match off strong. Oh, and a kick to the back of Madison there. Another kick to the back, keeping her opponent down on the ground. Now working on that arm once again. And technical background, it would seem Eliza Ashworth has here. And now into the corner goes the forearm again. Madison on the bottom end of this match early. And what is this here, ladies and gentlemen? A tiger bomb into a backbreaker. Eliza Ashworth. And now setting up for a move here. What is this? Oh no, but Madison able to reverse it. Punches to the face here. Some clean cuts, and there's a beautiful uppercut from Ashworth. Now in the corner. And what do we got here? Oh, look at that, into a pin. We could have a pinfall here. Madison, oh no, able to kick out on the one. As this match continues. And look at this, what is this? Oh my goodness, that could have dislocated your shoulder. Destroyed your collarbone. What is going on there? Oh, and there's the arm. The arm is trapped. Oh, and look at this. Oh, and Madison getting off lucky as the rope break. Turning her opponent over was Ashworth, but Madison able to get her foot on the rope there. That looked like a potential finisher for Eliza Ashworth, but Madison getting very lucky there. And now with a monkey flip looking to capitalize. And taunting as Eliza Ashworth trying to regain composure, regain momentum, getting out of the ring smartly, but now getting back into the ring and throwing those monstrous fists. Very Wesley Underhook-esque. As we see the strikes landing and landing clean. And look at this power. Oh, and down, a takedown. Reminiscent of the UFC, ladies and gentlemen. A takedown to the mat, and look at this. Grappling her opponent from behind on the ground, using that submission, that cage fighting background to her advantage, and just tiring her opponent out before trying to apply the finishing maneuver. And look at this, there is another suplex, and once again onto that shoulder. Eliza Ashworth consistently trying to weaken the arms area of her opponent, and that has got to be a strategy here, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, it looks like she's going for that armbar, but now, in the middle of the ring, Madison is stuck with nowhere to go, and she's tapping. She has tapped out on the second try, as she had no ropes to get to that time, ladies and gentlemen. Eliza Ashworth is moving on to face Hood. Wow, what a performance here from Eliza Ashworth, coming out on top against Madison. What an incredible performance here from Eliza Ashworth. Of course, that submission experience showed itself in true colors here tonight. But will it be able to defeat the experience and the veteranship? Not sure if that's a word. But her going up against Hood, that's going to be a great match, folks. And that will happen on D-League episode 12. As we continue and go into the final 4 of our D-League Women's Championship Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and look at this. Here comes the man who just lost to Big John Donovan, Mikk Jervakis. Looking for some answers from the Wonderboy. Let's see what the hell is going on here. Wonderboy does have a point there. It was Mikk Jervakis that asked Blake Taylor for help. Oh, that's sad. Well, the love is not returned when it comes to Blake Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. Not feeling the love there. That's too bad. I feel bad for Mikk Jervakis. You know, he really wanted a friendship there, and Blake Taylor just not giving it back to him. He's got his focus elsewhere. But ladies and gentlemen, here we have our gigantic Fatal 4-Way match that I have been personally so excited for here tonight. And here comes Tito Juan, the man that made his debut on episode 10 against none other than Silvio Salvatore, and coming out on top in that match, but not before Silvio Salvatore turned sour as a lemon and decided to attack him promptly after the match had been won in true Silvio Salvatore fashion. But here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Tito Juan will get a chance to exact revenge as Silvio Salvatore is in that match, and here comes the man we just saw in the back, the Wonderboy, Blake Taylor, coming down to the ring. And I don't anticipate he will be getting any help from Mikk Jervakis here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he will, I don't know, maybe he will. But, you know, if Mikk Jervakis has any respect for himself, I would just stay out of it at this point. The Wonderboy looking to continue his momentum here in Extreme CAW Wrestling D-League by picking up his third win. But this will be a tough one for all of these superstars, ladies and gentlemen, as they will not only need to go through one superstar, but three others. And listen to that, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd not happy to hear this music. Silvio Salvatore, one of the top heels in Extreme CAW Wrestling D-League since day one, and he is here and looking right at Tito Juan, the man that beat him on last episode. You wouldn't think the man lost, but here it is, ladies and gentlemen, episode 10, Tito Juan making an incredible debut against Silvio Salvatore. Look at this, the spike Hurricanrana down to the ring to put his opponent away. Tito Juan coming out with the victory, but not before Silvio Salvatore came back into the ring and destroyed Tito Juan, making a statement to say, I'm not going down that easy, meat. So here he comes. We'll be going up against Tito Juan, as well as two other superstars in this Fatal 4-Way contest. Richie Richardson making this match not only to create an awesome match with four very different fighting styles here, ladies and gentlemen, but also to create an opportunity for four of these superstars to have a shot at absolutely skyrocketing up the power rankings. You got to imagine, you win a singles match, that's wonderful. You move up the rankings. Maybe, maybe not. But in a Fatal 4-Way match, you've just, the degree of difficulty goes up so much higher. And as a result of that, if you win the match, Bob's your uncle, ladies and gentlemen. You skyrocket up the power rankings. Huge match for all four of these superstars tonight. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Calls himself the master of submission. And from when we've seen that torture rack that he can lock in, nobody doubts him. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, Aurelius. 4 of these superstars competing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the reason I think Richie Richardson is so passionate and so confident in the D-League roster, because I am one of the rare people that have a chance to see both rosters. And now that the D-League roster has come to true fruition and really sort of molded itself on its own and separated itself from the main roster, I do truly see what Richie Richardson is talking about, especially when you have a microcosm of the roster like this fatal 4-way match we have here, ladies and gentlemen, with Aurelius, Blake Taylor, Tito Juan, and Silvio Salvatore. It really goes to show not only the variety that the D-League roster represents, but the talent that all of these superstars put in the same class with one another really stand on their own. So I can understand why Mr. Richardson is so proud and passionate of the D-League roster. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited for this match here tonight. This is going to be a good one. Let's get it on. Of course, Tito Juan and Silvio Salvatore going right for one another, and the Wonderboy Blake Taylor going toe-to-toe against the master of submission, Aurelius. There we go, Blake Taylor, look at this, in the middle of the ring with a huge face buster, and on the outside, no countouts here, so the referee does not have to worry about Silvio Salvatore and Tito Juan just yet. Aurelius demonstrating his utmost power. Truly one of the most beautiful specimen I've ever seen. Like, can you get it any more chiseled than Aurelius, ladies and gentlemen? But here we go, Tito Juan throwing Silvio Salvatore back in the ring. This is a fatal 4-way, so the first pinfall that occurs in this match, ladies and gentlemen, will be the victor. Now Blake Taylor going into the ring, and a little dizzle-dazzle, a little frizzle-frazzle, down with the leg drop on Aurelius, and Aurelius, the leg sticking up, and now Tito Juan setting his sights on somebody else. Look at the high-fly action there. A screwdriver, the dragon screw, whatever you want to call it, down from the second rope, and Blake Taylor saying, "Get up, meat." A little bit of double team action while Silvio Salvatore regains himself here on the outside of the ring. And now Blake Taylor smartly just watching Aurelius do some damage to Tito Juan, but much to his dismay, Silvio Salvatore coming into the ring, but no, turned into a DDT. We got a pinfall, no count. This is going to take my breath away to call if this match goes longer than 10-15 minutes, folks. I'm so screwed. I cannot keep up with matches more than 4 people. I'm sorry, but I'm just not experienced enough. Here we go. Let's do this, Mick. You got this, meat. Oh, look at this. Blake Taylor coming up behind Aurelius out of nowhere, helping Tito Juan once again. And these two, a temporary alliance, perhaps. Oh, but maybe not. What is this? Look at this. Oh, spinning into Blake Taylor. What a move by Tito Juan. The high fly agility by Tito Juan showing itself here and showing itself here early in this match. And now, look at this, unlikely alliance, but no! Blake Taylor able to reverse it, smash their skulls into the ring, and completely botch that move off the rope. So, hey, nobody's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Taylor going for a crossbody, but perhaps not looking behind him before realizing that nobody was there. And that could cost him greatly in this match, ladies and gentlemen. And now the two big men going after Tito Juan here in the ring. Aurelius and Silvio Salvatore. Blake Taylor back in the ring, but no, look at this. Oh, Aurelius had him in a submission, and that could have won the match. But look at this. Oh no! Aurelius was setting up potentially for the torture rack on Blake Taylor. That could have put him away. Silvio Salvatore perhaps picking up on that. And now Blake Taylor in the ring with Tito Juan going for an unprettier. Going for an unprettier against Tito Juan. Silvio Salvatore and Aurelius on the outside of the ring have not seen it. Inside 3 count. Oh my God. That is a prime example, ladies and gentlemen, of why brains sometime outsmart brawn. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, Blake Taylor realizing that he had an opportunity, hitting the unprettier on Tito Juan in the ring. This is a huge moment here, ladies and gentlemen, able to get a foot on the ropes And right here, Silvio Salvatore and Aurelius distracted on the outside of the ring. And in that moment, that split second, Blake Taylor hits the unprettier and capitalizes and gets the victory here tonight. And, oh wow, huge victory for Blake Taylor here, ladies and gentlemen. Remains undefeated and remains closer to the top of a #1 contendership. We will have to see what the power rankings bring, but we already know Blake Taylor already in an impressive spot in the power rankings, but this can only do better for him. Congratulations to the Wonderboy. Smart victory there. Who knows who would have won that match had that not have occurred, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I love to see in matches like that. Great booking, great match. I mean, it could have gone longer, but holy moly. We got a show to run, ladies and gentlemen, and we have our 4th and final contest of the opening round of the D-League Women's Championship Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Olga will go up against the winner of this match to come. Our 4th and final match here tonight, Sienna versus Suki Matsuzaka. Just rolls off the tongue, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Let's get this on right now, as we will see 2 brand new debuting superstars, starting with, let me see my notes here. Yep, Sienna. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Now I'm reading here in my notes that Sienna comes from a PsyOps ex-FBI agent. As you can see, just toe-to-toe with leather. She's probably squeaking coming down to the ring. She probably sounds like a leather couch. But I'm not going to talk any more trash because, let's be honest, anybody, male or female, on the D-League roster can kick my ass. I've had 1 contest here in Extreme CAW Wrestling, and that was against Brent. And if you're a fan, longtime fan, I think we all know how long that went, so I'm just going to drop that and hope that the next match that I get in, I can pull off a victory. But let's hope that day never comes. So here we go, folks. Sienna in the ring, as I was saying, has a PsyOps FBI sort of special forces background, and of course looking to integrate that into her experience here tonight against her opponent. And here she comes now. Whoa! Reigning all the way from Japan. Her name is Suki Matsuzaka, and she is full of energy. Wow, the fans really taking to Suki here. I like the kick-ass entrance theme that she's got here. Again, don't know much apart from Suki Matsuzaka coming here all the way from Japan to be here tonight in the D-League Women's Championship Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. And I honestly couldn't tell you who I would think would come out on top in this match. Both superstars looking equally impressive. And believe it or not, these names were drawn out of a hat, so there were no specific placements to be made here, ladies and gentlemen. But Sienna going toe-to-toe in our 4th and final match here tonight for the Women's Championship Tournament against Suki Matsuzaka. And look at this. Size advantage on Suki here in the ring is what Sienna has. But Suki looking to disrupt the notion that size does matter. Oh, God! Again, the early taunts have got to stop, folks. We've seen it time and time again here tonight. You see the early on taunts from the superstars here, and more often than not, it costs them at least early momentum in the match. Rookie mistake potentially here from the superstars, but again, I'm no pro, I'm just a commentator, so let's Oh, look at that move by Suki Matsuzaka, but no! Turned into an arm drag from Sienna. And Suki Matsuzaka smartly getting out of the ring, trying to regain composure. And back into the ring she comes now, looking for a punch, but misses. Sienna again tossing her into the ring. Oh, going for a huge kick there against Suki Matsuzaka, but no, just missing. And Matsuzaka looking to capitalize on that. Look at that, into the ropes! Oh, and a huge kick off a handspring maneuver as Suki Matsuzaka looking to use her high fly agility here in this match to her advantage. That was impressive, folks. That was awesome. And now going up to the top ropes for a high fly maneuver here, waiting for Sienna to get back up. What do we got here? Oh, and a drop kick, but it doesn't pan out from Matsuzaka. Sienna able to convert that into some momentum here in this match, but right back at it is Suki Matsuzaka with a sit-down powerbomb, converted into a pin, but no, a 1 count. It's going to take more than that. What a night we've had thus far, ladies and gentlemen. Still to come, we still have a D-League Championship matchup where RJ Drake will go up against none other than the D-League champion Cardinal Sin. RJ Drake looking for that championship spot, that #1 contendership for so long now, and finally Richie Richardson has granted him that title shot here tonight. That is still to come, and of course Silas Moore to call out the mystery man. Who knows what will come of that, ladies and gentlemen. But we still have more to come after we have commenced our 4th and final match here tonight for the Women's Championship Tournament. The Final Four, as I've said, will commence. Oh, and a code breaker there will commence on episode 12 of D-League, and will land us with our final 2 going into Bad Company. It's huge, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely massive. And look at that spinning lariat move there from Sienna too. And no, Suki Matsuzaka able to kick out. Not enough to put the Japanese down. And look at that move from Suki Matsuzaka. And now looking for another high fly maneuver here over the ropes and into a beautiful leg drop. Flawlessly performed there by Matsuzaka into the ring. And look at this, we got a roll up, no! Into a kick, right into the chin of Sienna, and Suki Matsuzaka now trying. No, not going for the pinfall. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Suki Matsuzaka looking to the crowd for some momentum, and they are giving it to her. And what is going on here? Oh my goodness! An eclipse from the top rope, Suki Matsuzaka to Sienna, and that is enough to put her away for our 4th and final position in our Final Four for the D-League Championship Tournament. Wow! Suki Matsuzaka, ladies and gentlemen. Looked great in this match, folks. You got to give it up for Sienna. The matchup just did not work in her favor, but look at that eclipse. If that eclipse doesn't land, Sienna might be your winner in this match, but that's not the world we live in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Suki Matsuzaka will be moving on in the D-League Championship Tournament and will be facing a giant mismatch, but that is a story for episode 12, ladies and gentlemen, as we will see Suki Matsuzaka go toe-to-toe with the gigantic Russian we saw earlier tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get another look at that championship tournament tree as we have now got our Final Four. Hood will face Eliza Ashworth, and Suki Matsuzaka will face Olga. What a night it has been for our D-League Women's Championship Tournament. So anticipated, and rightfully so. We have seen 8 incredible female superstars go at it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But the finals of the tournament will occur right here.
Company, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me bad company. I can't deny bad company till the day I die.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. On episode 15, we announced our next CPV, and that is, of course, Bad Company, where we will see the winner here tonight, go toe-to-toe for the ECW D-League Championship. If RJ Drake wins this match, this throws a wrench in all the plans, but you gotta imagine he is looking to do it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest opportunity of this man's career so far in Extreme CAW Wrestling is right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. And RJ Drake looking to capitalize on his title shot here against the champ, Cardinal Sin. Of course, episode 15, ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge potential going into episode 16, which will be coming up next in our lineup. But we potentially may have Brent accepting a challenge from the man himself, Tank, for a match at Bad Company, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me right. You heard that correct. Brent could be facing Tank at Bad Company. That remains to be seen, folks. We have so much to come on episode 15, so much to settle before we move into Bad Company. Keep in mind, we only have one more episode of the main roster and one more episode of D-League, and then we are well on the road to our next CPV in Bad Company. And I imagine in those next two episodes, we will unravel all of the matches that will go into this incredibly hyped CPV. It's not going to be one you want to miss. I know this already, folks. I'm just excited I'll get to be there and be a part of it, and I really hope that you guys will too. Once again, before we get into this match, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us here live Friday, July 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here live on YouTube if you're here. And once again, if you haven't, that's okay too. We know we got plans. It's Friday night. You're probably out partying with your buddies or just hanging at home. You can't be bothered to watch Extreme CAW Wrestling. I don't know why, but hey, no other things to do. I just don't. So here we go. Friday night, baby. Friday night championship match. Cardinal Sin, RJ Drake. Huge opportunity for Drake here, ladies and gentlemen. But Cardinal Sin, since he has won this championship, has not lost it, as we all know, and could potentially be a historical champion if he ever is to lose this title in D-League. Who's he going to lose it to? Could it be RJ Drake? Could it be Silas Moore? We have no clue, ladies and gentlemen, but the important thing is that Cardinal Sin is here tonight, and he is defending his championship as he always does against all of the opponents that have come across him, and so far, he has not lost that title around his waist. Will tonight be the night, ladies and gentlemen, where the champion has lost his title and a new champion for the first time ever is crowned in Extreme CAW Wrestling D-League? I'm pumped for this one, folks. RJ Drake, looking at that title, is going to put it all on the line here tonight against Cardinal Sin, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. D-League Championship on the line. RJ Drake, Cardinal Sin. Let's get it on, boys. Now, in order for RJ Drake to win this match, he is not only going to have to outsmart Cardinal Sin in a mental state, but he's going to have to completely outmaneuver him, as Cardinal Sin is one of, you know, for a guy with a pretty straightforward move set, he's also a guy that his moves pack a huge punch, like that belly-to-belly suplex that we see there, ladies and gentlemen. Cardinal Sin brings a moveset to the ring that his opponents just can't compete. Not only with the technicality of it, but the amount of power that goes into every move. It just takes off double from the momentum of the opponent that he's facing. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, you guys watch Cardinal Sin, and it really is like he's really in a league of his own when it comes to the ability that he brings as an ECW D-League champion, but just as a competitor in the ring on his own. Now both of these men very quickly on the outside of the ring, not willing to get dirty. Either is Cardinal Sin, never shying away from using the outside of the ring, as we can see here, folks, rubbing his face on the outside of the ring. Cardinal Sin is just anything at all costs, ladies and gentlemen. We are at a 7 count here. And oh, wait a sec. Accidentally knocking the ref down just in that momentum, in that adrenaline. Oh, look at this! A huge maneuver to the outside of the ring! Holy moly! RJ Drake, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, putting it all on the line against the D-League champion. And the crowd is happy about that one. What a move there from RJ Drake. A gigantic crossbody to the outside of the ring on Cardinal Sin. The referee realizing that was a mistake. Of course, you're not going to disqualify somebody. That was a total accident there, being knocked over by RJ Drake. Just sometimes the momentum, the adrenaline gets to you. What have we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, a signature fall-away slam from the second rope. Cardinal Sin regaining momentum and regaining it fast with that move there. This match has started off with a bang, and I imagine will only go further and into the depths of this match. Oh, and look at this. RJ Drake just kicking out in the nick of time on a 2 count. Cardinal Sin calling for a quicker count there. It's always never enough, is it? RJ Drake now off the second rope. Moonsault, and perfectly landed onto the D-League champion. And another moonsault again, landing onto the D-League champion. RJ Drake looking to continue that momentum, going up to the top rope here. What's he looking for? And Cardinal Sin in not a good position there. Oh, and no, too much time. Cardinal Sin almost faking out RJ Drake, thinking he could have went for that move there, but no. That's the mental stability, the strength of Cardinal Sin that we see on an episode-to-episode basis, folks. If he's not outpowering his opponents, he's outsmarting them one way or another. This DDT down to the ring, RJ Drake turning the tables back in his favor. If he can keep the momentum going. Oh, and another moonsault again. You never know if Cardinal Sin is actually down for the count or if he's just waiting for a moment to get out of the way like that, because look at this, ladies and gentlemen. As a result of that, the Razor's Edge, Cardinal Sin's special move, and if it lands, RJ Drake is in trouble, and it does land. This could put the contender in a world of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Can he kick out of this? And one. Is this going to put him away? Oh my God. RJ Drake, I told you. He was going to put it all on the line here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and that he is doing, as he has just kicked out of a Razor's Edge. Cardinal Sin not happy about it, but continuing the pressure here against his opponent, realizing that his task is a little bit bigger than it may have seemed. Oh, look at this. Cardinal Sin. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, my goodness. RJ Drake still kicking out and saying, what the hell, me? What are we doing here? Putting his foot on the ropes, trying to get a quick pinfall there. Maybe smelling some blood in the waters. Cardinal Sin realizing that RJ Drake is putting it all on the line here in this match. RJ Drake needs to find a way to turn the tables here against his opponent, and that arm drag may do it. He just needs to find a way to turn the tables. You see, you just can't do it. You cannot keep up that momentum against the ECW D-League champion. DDT there from Cardinal Sin. You just cannot keep it going. It really is incredible. It's incredible to watch, ladies and gentlemen. And again, Cardinal Sin not going for the ropes this time. He realizes that the referee has got his eyes on his feet this time. This match continues. RJ Drake has already kicked out of a razor's edge as Cardinal Sin looking for another one here against a very tired Drake. Can he land it? If he lands it, the ECW D-League champion is in good shape. He's got RJ Drake up, and RJ Drake's got nowhere to go, and it lands for a second time, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot see RJ Drake kicking out of this one, and if he does, well, he's just never going to get pinned in this match. Here we go, folks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Cardinal Sin. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it before. Cardinal Sin has defended the D-League championship against RJ Drake. Oh, man. What a matchup, though, ladies and gentlemen. What an incredible contest. What an effort from RJ Drake. But tonight, unable to pull off the victory and get that D-League championship around his face. The Sinner coming out on top once again, becoming all too familiar here in ECW D-League, ladies and gentlemen. But like him or hate him, Cardinal Sin, one of the top superstars, if not the top superstars in Extreme CAW Wrestling today, ladies and gentlemen. But just going back to this incredible night we've had, ladies and gentlemen, going into episode 12 of D-League, we will have the final 4 of our Women's Championship Tournament. Hood will face Eliza Ashworth, and Suki Matsuzaka will face Olga. It doesn't get any bigger than this for these superstars, ladies and gentlemen. And at the very end, the winners of these 2 matches will face off at Bad Company. They will be with the likes of main roster superstars. Really an opportunity that you cannot overstate, really. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He said he would do it, and here he comes. Silas Moore, a man of his word, coming out here for one reason and one reason only, and that is not for a match, but to call out the mystery man that has been getting under his skin the past few episodes. Here we go on episode 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is right in the middle of a title shot against Cardinal Sin. Ding, 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 ding. Interferes in the match, but Silas Moore not taking it kindly and finally getting his hands on the man that's been interfering in his matches. And look at this, a stare down at the end of episode 10. I don't really know how to read into that, ladies and gentlemen, other than perhaps Cardinal Sin and Silas Moore, 2 longtime rivals, perhaps realizing that they have a similar problem. And that for once in their careers in D-League, it's not each other. And that's a huge thing for both Silas Moore and Cardinal Sin. But tonight, here on D-League, it's about Silas Moore. Let's see what he has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Silas Moore's not a happy camper. That much is obvious. Silas Moore not playing any games here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Silas Moore saying he's going to wait all night if he has to. So he's just going to stand in the ring. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. He's just going to stand in the ring all night and just wait. Well, oh, wait a sec. The lights have gone off. Something's going on. What the hell? Whoa, where'd he... Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Silas Moore has been answered. No face paint tonight for the assailant as he makes his way down to the ring. This is about to get interesting, folks. Oh, God. What are you doing? Here he comes down to the ring. Hopefully we learn more about who this man is and why he is after Silas Moore specifically, it would seem, ladies and gentlemen. Why is he here? Who is he? And what does he want? We've seen this man disguise himself in previous episodes, but tonight doesn't look like he's hiding from anybody, let alone Silas Moore, and he has answered the call of Silas here tonight. Oh, God. Eamon. Looks like his name is Eamon. Oh, we got a name. Who's we? Lost Souls? What? A triple threat match? the hell is this guy talking about? What is this guy on about? He's talking about a triple threat match at Bad Company? That can't be true. Oh, and these two about to go toe-to-toe right now. They're not going to wait. They're not going to wait. Listen to the crowd. The crowd wants it to happen now, but Eamon, I believe that is his name, has said, no, that's not tonight, not today. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. The ECW champion, the ECW D-League champion has a score to settle with Eamon. At the top of the ramp here, now Eamon approaching the champ. What is this? Silas Moore still back in the ring. What is going to go down here? Oh, and the lights have gone. Whoa! What the hell? How'd he get in the ring? Where'd he go? Oh my God! What is happening here? This is what? Oh God, Cardinal! How did he get from there to the ring and then back? What is happening? How the hell did he do that? Who the hell is that? There's a man in the ring and oh my God, Silas Moore just got taken out. Eamon just took out Cardinal Sin and who the hell is this guy? What the? I'm about to swear, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to, but what is happening? Cardinal Sin has been taken out on the ramp by Eamon, and Silas Moore just got sidekicked, like roundhouse kicked by this man in the ring, and now Eamon back in the ring. This is bullshit. Oh my God! There's that DDT. This is an all-out assault. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. It's just sick. It's sickening. Who is this guy? Oh my God! What the hell is happening? How did Eamon get from the ramp to the ring so quickly? Those were no camera tricks, folks. That happened. Are there two Eamons? Who is this? What is happening? Who are these guys? What do they want with D-League? What do they want with Silas Moore? What do they want? Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack someday. Oh. We'll find this out on the next episode of D-League, ladies and gentlemen, I guess. Thank you so much for joining us. Jesus.